What up to all my beautiful queens? Salute to all my kings. Hope everybody having a blessed day today. If you're watching this video, once you go and hit that like button, that subscribe and share button for me. Uh, but I just want to come on here today and talk about the Glorilla situation. What she got going on with her family. Her and her family, basically her sister, is out here trying to shame her into giving her some money, taking care of her. And first of all, I just want to say to a Glorilla sister, you out here trying to shame Glorilla and make her look bad, but you're not making Glorilla look bad. You're not. It's not a reflection of Glorilla. What you're doing is you having folks to look into your parents. See where they went wrong. Your mom and your dad, like why they didn't do the things that they needed to do to prepare y'all for this world, to be successful in this world. Why they didn't set y'all up. They was going around. Your mom. I don't know if all y'all have the same, father or not. But if y'all do, it seems like your father and your mother should have been there, even if they weren't together or something. But with all those kids, I don't see. You might as well stick together. No sense splitting up. But let me get back on top of what I want to say. Your parents should have set y'all up. Should have had y'all, instilled in y'all some discipline, some morals, some values. Some financial stability. Even if they weren't financially substantial themselves, they should have, at least had a conversation with y'all about where they went wrong or where they feel like they went wrong, and try to encourage y'all to do better. So y'all, wouldn't have the same struggles or make the same mistakes that they made. Because they really was careless of them, and it was selfish of them to keep having sex and making all those kids, all those babies. I'm not disrespecting y'all, not trying to be disrespectful or nothing, but that was careless of them to keep making kids that they already couldn't provide and take care of. Somebody should have took some responsibility about themselves. And knowing that, we already struggling by ourselves, then you have one child. It's hard to make ends meet. We trying to make it. Then you have another child. Time's harder. And you keep repeating that cycle, just making babies after babies after babies after babies. And you still, and you put yourself in a worse situation. I'm sure you're living on government assistance. You're getting food stamps. You're getting all type of benefits from the system that taxpayers are providing for you, and you're not using it wisely. You're not using it to better yourself, to make sure that your kids are clothed and got food in their belly. So somebody was making some mistakes out there, and it definitely wasn't Glorilla. Glorilla came and she did what she had to do to get herself out of that situation. And it's not Glorilla's responsibility to take care of her siblings, nor her mother and father. She didn't ask for siblings. She had nothing to do with siblings. She didn't even ask to be here. She had nothing to do with that decision that your mom and dad made. So while she here, she made the best decision for herself. She wanted to do something, and she wanted to be somebody, and she put forth an effort and a drive to do that and become who she became. And it fell in the right people's lap. The right people got a hold to it, and they reached out, and Glorilla is who she is now. If a child decides to look back or reach back and help their family, their mother and father or their siblings out, that's on them. That's kudos to them, but that's not their responsibility. It's not their obligation. You know, they have to want to do that. In most cases, most families, if somebody becomes successful, they're gonna look back and they're gonna reach back and make sure that they family, the people who was there for them, always, you know, they're gonna make sure that they put them in a situation to, you know, to win also. So for a family member not to do that, it really speaks volumes.